Wait a second, this isn't Dog Detectives,
Indeed.
but we are
This
This
is
still
not.
in
is
space.
You are still in space. This is.
it is another Soda Streams Galaxy verse.
Yeah, which ironically, I think the only
Somewhere
time
in this.
I haven't streamed is us actually playing Dog Detectives.
That's crazy when you think about it, huh?
Yeah, this upcoming Monday, Dog Detectives in space.
This upcoming Monday, your first ever experience in Dog Detectives in Space.
And it's gonna be wild.
Yep.
Yep. Watch the actual Dog Detective die.
Which one?
Not again.
No!
Don't worry
No,
about it.
no!
She
Come
dies
on,
again.
No! Ah.
Poor
Anywho.
dies. One of her first ever combat fucking dies.
Oh yeah. To be fair, I didn't expect her to die. I'm gonna be so real with you. That day, I did not expect her to die at all.
Brother man.
I'm gonna be real with you, dog. That shit was crazy.
Brother man, there's only two ways it plays out. She's either the main character or the mascot. You choose.
Well,
And
she's an
that
odd.
only will lead to both of those can and will lead to death.
Either way, the outcome is sad. Anywho, friend, you find yourselves not on a spaceship actually. No. You guys actually find yourselves
What?
within a nice park. This park is near a large festival that's going on at the moment.
Okay.
All of you are doing whatever it is you're deciding to do at the festival. I need to see who your effectively your boss pops in to see or pops him to buy. Let me reroll. Actually, I
Which
used
one
the
of you
wrong
have been
dice to see
chosen?
that. Okay. Uh, Koopa, what's your character doing right now during this festival?
Uh, I imagine he's just standing there for a bit, enjoying the odd sensations and cheers, kind of like still trying to understand it while he's waiting for his mother to show up. I'm gonna actually give you a picture of what both of them look like.
Oh boy, pictures.
Hold on. The first one to show up. Where that? All right, forgot I have a whole folder for them. This is a chibi version from when I bought the adopt from Delaney, but this is kind of like what he looks like. He's bigger than that, but you get the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're adorable.
And the lady that kind of will eventually, come up to speak with him, however you act her out, is this one.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
She comes up, just kind of gives you a pat, on. I imagine that you're taller than her.
He is very much taller than her, yes.
She gives you
I've
like
been murked.
a pat on the calf.
He kind of does look over and like picks her up. It's like, yes, mother.
She kind of points over to what appears to be the space-time distortion going on, as what appears to be a sort of like wide range of colors kind of forms before eventually a body seems to come together as the range of colors dies down into a flame, and then a black flame with the rest of the colors just being in the middle, and your boss Detective Galactica has arrived.
He was very like mesmerized by that distortion and the odd colors. Like you can kind of see like his eyes like a little weird twitching, sort of like zoom in and out. It's like hmm. Before you notice his response is like, oh, kind of. He's still walking with his mom in his arms, so it's kind of like holding like how like somebody was like holding their cat and like walking with it. It's like, oh,
Hmm.
is it like Mr. or Mrs. Galactica? I forget.
Mrs. Galactica.
Oh, can I help you, Mrs. Galactica?
She seems to just chuckle, or at least chuckle as much as her face kind of describes. It's hard to really tell the emotions that she delivers. Also, hitting that in that gif.
Yeah. Just bang, 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 bang.
But yeah, no, they seem to chuckle and kind of shake their head back and forth. No, um, but you can tell with like bits of like flame and whatnot, and a bit of a mental connection in your head. Galactica explains that she just got back from a date.
Oh ho ho.
Date. Social activity involving two people that might or might involve romantic attraction and the like. Oh, then
Your
I believe
mother
congratulations are in order.
your mother nods and gives like a little clap as Galactica gives a nod and kind of rubs the back of her neck for a moment. Then she kind of looks around and wonders where the others are.
Hmm. Would he actually know where the others went?
No. You guys kind of like all showed up. Galactica said she had to go do something, which you know it was the date. Uh, and kind of not scattered, but you guys kind of were left to do to your own devices and just kind of enjoy the festival.
Oh.
Mhm.
Like,
She,
I believe I lost track of the others as well, but then again, the festivities were in order, so I lost track for short.
mm-hmm. They kind of just they kind of sigh a little bit, but give a nod. Uh, and then words. And then just say she makes the motion that she'll go find them, uh, and we'll probably catch up with the two of you later.
Kind of nods. It's like I will just be here holding mother then.
As she takes her leave to go find the others. Uh, as uh, as we're gonna cut to Jiraki. What's your character up to?
He is probably eating some festival food, either be it funnel cake or cotton candy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He is just enjoying various delectable treats that the festival has, as well as just kind of people watching as he does so.
Hmm. That's when you get a feeling within your throughout your cosmic body. As you can tell, there's another spaceship nearby.
He tilts his head and goes to look in that direction.
It's your boss, Galactica. She's back.
Oh, hello, boss.
She waves hello.
How was the outing?
She thinks about it for a moment, then gives a approving nod.
He gives he he
In a
he
way,
gives
you
her a
can
thumbs up.
in a way you can kind of hear in your head that she pretty much tells you it was sweet.
That is good.
And she wonder like she's already met with Tony, but she is now she's found you. She doesn't know where the others are though.
I don't think I would know where the others are.
Nope.
I could meet you with them though.
She gives a nod. Uh, she also notices that you have candy corn and is not candy corn, cotton.
Cotton candy.
Yeah, she notices you have cotton candy, and it's just like surprised that that sort of stuff.
It is delicious.
She's never had cotton.
And sweet. Would you like some?
She gives a soft chuckle and nods.
Oh,
As she
share a bit with her.
she'll just go to she'll go to the stall, pay for the cotton candy from the candy man, and then give it a try as the two of you walk along. See if she likes it. It's an 8. It's an 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 12. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Rebel.
I will teleport if she teleports.
What are you doing? I should say.
Oh, oh wait, I'm playing.
Well,
Are
you
you
sent me the
working?
thing, so
Oh yeah, but
Right.
okay.
I
Okay.
assumed you were. If you're not, then that's okay.
That's
You
fine.
want
Okay, I'll play.
All right.
If I have to leave, I'm sorry, but
No, that's fine. If you have to leave, then that's perfectly fine. But like, if you just want to like listen in, then that's also fine too.
that's fine. I'll play along.
All right.
All right.
I'll bite. I'll
So
bite.
my character, yeah, I'll bite.
Mhm.
My character would be walking around trying to find one of those spooky houses, whatever they're called in English.
Mhm.
Haunted house.
Exactly, one of those. Because she wants to have some fun now that the group apparently lost track of her.
Mm. Uh, it's not that hard to find something like that. Festival is pretty big. You notice it right there. Um, past the candy apple stall.
I just wait, candy apple. Just imagining like traumatizing children or candy apple. I'll go for the apple.
All right, you go for apple.
Apple.
Amp. You pick up the apple.
Hey, apple. Hey,
Tasty
apple.
looking.
Tasty looking apple.
Tasty. Like you buy an apple. Um. It's not really all that good of an apple. It's like too much caramel, not enough apple.
Mm. So it's real chewy.
What a scam. I'm glad I didn't pay for it.
You just stole it?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, thank you for subscribing, Awas. Also, welcome to the stream.
Yo,
Welcome.
subscribe to Jiraki right now.
Do it right now. Right
Which
now.
Which
Just do
kind?
it.
Oh, that means I have to
yeah.
eat a spicy candy.
Oh no. Oh, that's bad.
You got like that with you?
What?
Well, not
What
that's not
candy is that?
spicy.
It's
Yeah.
tamales.
Manguitos Locos.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
with a name like that, that does sound spicy.
It's like a mango gummy with a bunch of spice on it.
Ooh, mango. I like mango.
Oh,
What's that coming from now?
Ooh! That one wasn't as bad as the one yesterday. Or the other
Cat,
day.
if you were wondering if you could feel it, yes.
Whew.
Alright,
I gotta get a juice. Don't
apple.
mind me.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, more caramel, not enough apple, kind of sucks. But yeah, luckily you didn't pay for it.
Okay. Well, if nothing's stopping me, I'll keep going to the haunted house.
All right, you go into the haunted house,
Ooh.
and there are definitely some scared patrons there.
Uh-oh.
Roll me a body.
Sure. Wait, how?
See how sneaky you are.
Oh, darn it. My body's kind of shit, though.
I heard that. I know you said your body's kind of shit. I heard that as I'm gonna shit though.
What the fuck?
Like you're
damn.
so scared.
Ooh. I'm gonna shit, though.
I'm so
That's what one
scared.
of the
It's so
patrons said.
spooky.
mm. 5. That's a mixed success.
You gonna cry?
But yeah, you kind of end up sneaking a little bit. Not your best sneak, but oh wow.
Mhm.
Despite it not being your best sneak, it is your best scares.
Nice.
Which is to say, I rolled a 12. It is. People are terrified of you. Like,
Awesome.
Are you-
Well, I do have this boon that's like mimic. So I can mimic like sounds or smells, which would
Oh,
be really nice.
yeah. So
you can really
you're
fuck with
definitely
people.
like. Oh yeah, no, they mess with pretty much everyone in there. They got their money's worth of being scared.
And I
Even
get
some
my
of the
nothing
workers
worth.
there were pretty scared of you.
Hey, you want to see something cool? Reorganizes entire facial structure of their skeleton.
Oh, wait, you're a doppel.
I'm
You.
basically playing a Cutemora, but like more unhinged. So yes.
I don't know who that is. I'm bummed.
What? From Wild West Wyverns. You were there.
Oh yeah, I was.
Yeah, you get a good scare. So much so that you actually end up getting some money that you find on the ground.
Oh, I thought I was getting paid for this. I'm so
No,
You
confused.
literally
no.
scare money out of them.
Let's
Yeah,
go. It's like
there's.
it's like a cartoon, you know? They get scared and like their shoes popped off.
Except in this case, it's just, like you hit Sonic in a fucking game, just fucking money falls out.
Ooh, shiny.
You end up picking up about 12 pieces of money.
Nice money.
What does your character look like, Rebel?
12 monies.
Just
My character basically looks like a little child.
ah,
She looks like a
baby.
little girl.
actual baby
Demon
child.
child.
Baby child. Corrupt the child.
There's
Destroy the
something
child.
that's worse than a murderer. A child.
A
No.
child.
And even worse, a child murderer. Gravel's character comes out with the knife.
Like, as you're walking out of the haunted house with your new amounts of fun, you see your boss.
You
I
probably
just
see
imagine her
arrows
looking
with
at
her.
me like kind of angry. Like,
she's not exactly angry at you, but she is kind of staring at you like, what did you do?
hello.
What did you do? She says in your head.
I had fun. Isn't that what you're supposed to do in a carnival?
You didn't hurt anyone.
I don't think so. At least not directly.
Okay. That's good at least. Where is... And there's the kind of like look around.
Arrows
they
is like
still...
right beside her.
Yeah.
Where is? Oh God.
Like, you startled me a little bit.
I don't know how. I kind of glow.
Well, yes, but I am not always always too attentive to my surroundings.
Fair enough.
The rainbow glow, on that is her face that causes expression, kind of looks around a little bit, trying to find where Cuddle's character is. Speaking of which, Cuddle, what are you doing?
So how wild do you want me to make this? Because I have an idea, but I don't know if you'll...
I mean, depends on what it is.
Is there like a bar or a tavern or just place to drink?
There is an adult spot for the festival, yes.
Okay, so
Obviously,
there...
things that are like too crazy, they'll tell you to pretty much go to the inns or the hotels for that. But like, you know, there is in fact a bar to go like drink if you don't want to be a part of all the fun and festivities.
Ooh. Alright. Well, there is a commotion at one such place.
And what's going on?
A heated argument broke out into a brawl.
Oh no.
Because you were worried about this girl causing trouble. You know who will literally cause trouble.
The rubble.
You're definitely causing trouble. There is a fight that's going. What argument broke out that caused this fight?
Alright. To give context, Ronnie used to be just a mechanic in town with her own up-and-coming shop. But due to taking some bad decisions, deciding to work with less reputable people, her shop got blown up in a gang war. And she's now working with the person who helped. She's working with this detective who helped prove her innocence, that she didn't self-sabotage her shop for insurance money. But the people that she had gotten the money loan for the shop, she decided to have a negotiation about paying off what she owes, and
See.
you know,
Well, there's definitely the sounds of violence, chaos. Mostly violent.
she definitely definitely hear the sounds of a brawl.
She. You can see that as she hears that, uh, she she kind of looks back and forth between y'all, and just or at least back and forth between like the the noises of like fighting and whatnot. Uh, before just kind of like doing this.
Oh. Just fucking turning
What is
magenta.
that?
She didn't pull out a frying pan, mind you, but she is pretty mad.
Eros is just like, oh boy.
Someone's gonna get an ass whooping.
It's not gonna be me. He says as he's like scoots towards Ravel's character.
And she kind
From
of
you hear from the commotion. Call me a short scrunkly, will ya?
and someone gets thrown out the window. There
And
is with the commotion kind of getting louder and louder, some people are getting a little worried and they are thinking about calling the guards, but um the Galactica kind of holds up her hand as to say, "No, don't worry, I got this." Walks in there, and I'm gonna roll to see how this goes.
Also, side note, Ravel, what was your character's name again?
Marionette.
Ah, I see.
All right, she ended up getting an
Alright.
8. So
Mario.
so Ronnie,
Mario.
you're being dragged out of the bar.
And then there she is, Ronnie, the scrunkly, stony, scaly, flightless gargoyle.
Yeah, you're just being dragged right now by
Ah!
Galactica.
Let
Galactica
me
looks a
go!
tiny bit roughed up, but like not by a lot.
I was trying to be civil! But then you had to go with the insults, huh?
She like brings you up to like her uh rainbow colored face, and like it just looks annoyed as you hear in your head, we are supposed to behave. I understand that people aren't exactly too fond of your situation, whatever that may have been, but this is a festival of joy and peace. Please do not cause fights while I am away. As she puts you down.
Well, then, tell them that's one of the guys that she just decked out a window. I was trying to negotiate paying off my debt. Then they just started to talk mad junk about me. Wanted to call my nose squashed? Well, I squashed your nose!
Like, you're like, please, Ronnie, behave yourself. You're going to scare the children around
Oh, that's... Where I come from, listen, fights like this happen all the time. It builds character for the kids.
you.
Jesus Christ.
Like her head would burst into a flame, but she's keeping herself. She just says like, we have more important things to attend to. Actually,
Turkey leg?
yeah.
He says as he's holding one out.
She makes an annoyed hiss as she just tells the guy, "You tell your boss if they send another bunch of rude asses like you," as she just takes out her big Omni wrench that she uses like a club and smashes it just between his legs.
Mm.
No big bird leg
He's
for you.
he is a little afraid. Unfortunately, that is when people kind of start talking about maybe we should like call the guards thing and
We have it
getting like
I'll
handled.
let
really
her. She'll.
scary and like Galactica just like starts dragging you again by the ear.
They just make that with that finger thing to the eyes
Mm.
to them as they're getting dragged away.
Water drive.
I'm watching
S-
you.
yeah.
I hate how I know
Chive.
that. I hate how I know that fucking reference.
Tony,
What a try.
you and your mom, kind of looking up at the at what appears to be like the shooting stars, uh, and that's when you hear the sounds of something being dragged. Two of you look over and you see Galactica, looking annoyed, dragging Ronnie.
Eros just kind of looks over. He has something called a big bird leg because obviously it's just a turkey leg. He's just
The
kind of
big bird
watching
leg.
this.
Yeah, pretty much the whole crew is back together.
This large avian is delicious.
Why didn't you get me one?
You weren't here.
All that fighting made me hungry.
Let's get something to eat. I only got a stupid apple.
No, no apple. I want what he has.
I also want what he has.
She
They
she
suddenly act like
she
children.
like Galactica sighs
They're
and
free.
just in her own thoughts, she's just wondering how that bug girl is doing right now, as she grabs both ends of the large avian leg and just breaks it in half, and then passes it to the two of you.
Ravenous eating.
I offer her.
Sweet.
I offer her some napkins.
Thing, as she cleans off her hands, says, "Now, as I was saying before, I wanted to get you all together because I did find a bit of an assignment.
Mhm.
We're gonna have to, if all of you wouldn't mind holding my hand."
Holds her hand.
Do I- Who
Oh,
wants to hold
uh,
my messy sauce?
Yeah, I just give her my your fucking greasy hand.
huh. Uh, this seems to be important for some type of mission. Mother, I will put you down for now.
How much?
See if Aunts. You can see if Aunts have anything they need to do. He just
We
puts
have
his mother down.
She
Neko.
gives a nod and kind of just it basically she's not too big on talking. She's more of a whisperer, so she just kind of like whispers to you, "Be careful."
Did we get armor?
Did you get armor? Uh, that is
Never.
the question of all time, huh?
Did
I bought hide armor before, so if we were given armor, I do not know.
Uh,
um. Let me. I didn't get armor, which is my own fault. So I need to get some.
mm,
I'm gonna get some hide armor.
that said, good.
With
She
the
focuses. She's lived long enough to do something like this, though it's still a little bit draining, to where she kind of warps her face basically to be like a vortex to where her body and then basically the rest of your guys' bodies all kind of get warped basically into her, and then her face just, and then pretty much in reverse, y'all get like brought out before she like arrives, and the place that you guys arrive in is a mess.
Oh dear. Also, you
It is
will
a
have to
mansion.
teach me how to do that.
She kind of huffs a little bit, somewhat exhausted, and points over uh, to pretty much a trail of blood. I was called to deal with that.
What kind of
Told them
party?
to not deal with.
Sorry.
Like, told them to not deal with. And just to wait until I got you all together, so he could solve it. I'm sorry,
Kinda-
I need a moment. As she like sits down.
You hungry, boss? As I give them a chunk of turkey.
I am just tired.
Eh.
If you could all please go and talk with the lady of the house, that would be appreciated.
Will do. You
Is
just
there blood like a trail of blood or like a
You
pool
know,
of
there's a
blood?
trail of blood.
Okay, I would like to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go find the lady of the house.
I'll help.
Blood! Blood, 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 blood.
I will make a note of flying over anything that might look like evidence.
Okay.
That way, I don't
It's
smear anything.
That's fair. It's not long before you. I would just, for me at the very least, I'll just put stuff in the office so they don't clash with anything within the other stuff.
Sure.
I'm just following Ravel's character.
Tony, what about you?
He kind of wants to just see if he can kind of examine the scene just a little more.
Okay, roll me a mind.
Okay, give me a moment to find the dice room. There we go.
Sorry, flying.
That is a lot of blood.
Right? Isn't it
Uh,
so cool?
you can't necessarily examine too much, at least not in the front. Or rather, there's not much here to examine aside from the trailer.
Data not able to be collected now. We'll try again another time. Before he kind of like goes with the rest of you.
Following the trail of blood, you guys manage to end up in a room where you see a woman who is crying in a chair, and nearby, you end up seeing what appears to be a dead body that has a large, that seems to have a large knife in him.
Oh dear.
The lady looks like this.
I'm gonna peek. That's a cool looking lady.
That is a cool looking lady. Sorry, chat, you cannot
She
see the cool looking lady.
she looks cool, but she is so sad.
Lady!
You must be the lady of the house.
Hello, Dad. Welcome to Spectate. Nice to see you here spectating. They're about to solve a murder.
Murder?
Are you a ghost?
She
You dead?
she's kind of stops her crying for a moment and kind of looks at you, a little surprised.
Hi.
Like, who are, like, like, who are you? Yeah.
Detectives.
Detective?
Yeah, what
Oh,
he said.
oh, oh, well, are you the ones that are with Miss Galactica?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That is correct.
Oh, oh, it's horrible. As she begins to sort of start crying again. You can't really see her face through uh the her the veil,
Oh
save
dear.
for her bottom, but you can definitely see the tears that flow. And she's just like, "Oh, it's horrible. My husband was murdered."
Hmm.
Not only that, but my belongings were robbed as well. What am I to do? The festival goers are are supposed to be coming to my place tonight for the final gala, but how are they supposed to come to a gala when things are stolen? When my own husband won't even be there to see it.
Funny how she said worried more about the stuff than her husband. I'm whispering to my chaos brethren.
Well, she did mention the husband friend first.
Do you know who
Also,
was
where did
here,
it all?
possibly, when it occurred?
She shakes her head back and forth. No.
Hmm. So he was home alone?
I had an important errand I needed to run. So my friend, like, I had an important meeting I needed to run. My husband said that he and the maids would be watching the house.
I see. And how many maids are there?
There there are 5 maids. They are exceptional at what they do, so we don't really need any more than them.
Do you know where each are?
He does not know.
Neko,
Yes?
I take a sniff of the blood.
Uh, you don't, sorry, words. I don't know why I can't word. What I'm trying to say, the blood isn't exactly fresh.
Hmm.
It's been here for like at least a while.
All right.
So I take
So
it you're not a ghost.
Like, what? No, I'm not a ghost.
Would you like to be?
No,
eh,
that is not funny.
Ah, but then she would reunite with her husband.
Please forgive these two. They are strange, but they are
so
meaning well.
You're
where
strange.
where are the maids? This place seems empty.
As you hold on, hold on.
I'm also gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
keeping an eye on like certain things, like does she have like blood on her clothing, etc.
She does not have blood on her clothes. However, you do notice, as you say, where's like one of the maids?
There's all the maids.
Oh, or where are all the maids? You hear the sounds of one maid approaching.
I will turn and look.
As you look over and where were they? Ah! I love struggling to.
Me and Ravel are just scrunklies.
You are scrunklies. In search of me trying to find the image, I ended
Once
up
again,
also
Jiraiya is
finding
the
the
responsible
image
one.
of a maid on a skateboard.
What?
Skateboard
It's
maid, let's
Neko.
go.
It's
I feel
pretty
like I know
epic.
which
Neko,
one.
not again.
Uh,
What is with you
no,
and maids?
that's not the maid. That's not the maid that shows up here.
But that sounds
Yet.
so cool,
He comes
though.
in, does a fucking sick ollie.
No, Neko just likes adding maids with skateboards in every game.
Really?
It was one time, Cuddle.
No, it was a lot.
No, name one other time other than Fate Breakers.
Godsmack,
Exactly.
Gripper Rat.
Nope, you've never been a part of Gripper Rat.
The point is, it's iconic for you. But the point again is,
Anyways, this is the maid that walks in.
That is
That-
almost a skateboard.
It's a
okay,
cart.
cool.
Can be used as one, okay?
What does she say?
Mademoiselle, I have arrived with you. Oh, I did not know we had company.
Neko, I sniff her.
What?
Why are you
Like,
smelling everyone?
That is a very interesting way of saying hello, but I don't really appreciate it.
Does she smell like blood?
No, she smells like pastries.
Like croissant.
This one? She just goes, this one? Not the murderer.
I could have assumed that. Thank you.
Even with the gun?
She does not have the gun on her.
Let her have the gun.
She's not
Come
have it on
on.
her.
All right, which one of you maids has knives? Which one of you is the knife maid?
Each one
Yeah.
has
Don't
its
try-
own fucking weapon.
Don't try and fool me. I have an expert on knives right here.
Hello.
I'm sorry to say, but we don't. Well, I am the head chef of the manor, but I do not carry knives. No.
She just what's the name of your character, Apple?
Marionette.
Marionette? Like the doll?
Yeah.
You're
Marionette? Frisker.
Let us not
What?
get too hasty, please.
Please
Isn't
do
this
not
what-
have me have to restrain you both.
This is what detectives do.
No,
Frisking
Unless, of
people
course-
without
that is more what cops do.
frisking people without their mutual consent is a crime.
What?
Detectives, cops, whatever. Anyways,
Detectives are not cops.
yeah,
Still a
aren't they
crime.
the same? Okay, but the point is, according to those books I see Marionette in Marionette's room, she's really good at frisking other girls.
Huh?
I believe that is just Marionette's preference in gender or however.
She's a
Let's-
child.
she looks like one.
I
Is
didn't.
what you said.
I didn't think I'd go that far, but I decided to.
God,
I
brother.
suppose you did.
I mean, yeah, she looks like a child. Okay, you're right.
Those
You
were
do
your
that to creep people the
words.
fuck out. I know what you do. You look like a doll.
She's like,
I know what you are.
you know what you are, you faker.
That said, you do hear a sort of like a what's all the commotion? As from literally behind Tony, this woman walks out.
Oh, that is cool as.
This
Oh.
might be just again
Oh
point.
yes,
Might be
scissor
the
maid.
murderer. Might be the murderer right here.
Apologies, madam.
Better.
Did
I
anyone?
would like to start with at least collecting people's names.
You may call me Airy.
Thank you.
All right.
And
Over there is Francesca.
Very
And Francesca does a bow as she walks over and gives the lady of the house a cheer up cake. Yeah, because the lady of the house requested it because she's feeling very sad and very down that her
Wait
is
a
dead.
minute. If we're not cops, why haven't you called the cops yet?
because we took on this job, we're private detectives.
The lady of the house quite literally just said that she knew our boss and she knows that why we are here.
All right. Then I actually got a good question. Where
For
was
once.
this guy? Where was this guy shanked?
You can check the body right now.
I can, but
Yeah.
I want to ask.
Probably at the start of the blood trail.
I didn't. So was he shanked
Oh,
at the
you're
start?
asking where he was, not like where in the body was he stabbed. You're asking like where did the stabbing start?
Where did you find?
Yeah, it was back in the front room at
And
the back in the front room where you guys first arrived. There was a blood trail at the bottom of the stairs.
So you're telling me you found this guy at the bottom of the stairs. You decided to drag him all the way over here?
We did not drag him all the way over here. Eddie? Yeah, that is correct. I did no such thing.
Where did all the blood trails come from?
Maybe the
Well,
ghost lady moved it.
Go.
I-
Is she a go?
Huh? Or
I
he
go to the next
dragged
maid and
himself
sniff her
there.
for blood.
A third maid has not shown up yet.
She doesn't smell like blood. She might be innocent.
What
list
is
of things.
what is
One,
your main job,
The
Eric?
main
Oh,
Getting
my
chewed out.
job, my job is to make clothing and make sure that everything is all right.
Alright, thank you.
Interesting
Apologies if
enough,
my
her clothes are raggedy.
yeah. Apologies if my family is loud. I don't think
I
it's
didn't
coming
hear
through,
it.
but
No, it's not.
So what you're saying is you like to handle sharp objects.
It is my job as a tailor to do so. Yeah.
he tilts his head.
Were the maid outfits also your design? Because they are quite exquisite. Like those knives.
What? Yeah, they work. So these are not. They are scissors. It was a gift from from the man.
Gift from the master of the house.
it just me or is Neko cutting off?
Yeah,
No,
Nicholas
no,
is
Oh,
it's-
cutting
it's
off.
it's cause it's cause I'm speaking. This character speaks quietly, so sometimes it doesn't pick up.
Are you? You have the noise suppression off?
No, noise suppression's off. I'm just speaking quietly, but not close enough to the mic sometimes.
You
Yeah.
gotta get closer. ASMR the shit out of that mic.
Oh my god.
Oh. Oh no. I
That
heard-
said, you hear kind of like floating down. It's just like, you see this guy, just like, what is all the commotion going on about in here?
It's a ghost!
Detecting.
I knew it.
It was the
Like,
ghost all along.
I'm sorry.
They're
Where were you? Where were you an hour ago?
An hour ago. Well, I was attending to one of my fellow mates.
and you are
You can call me Ostova.
Ostoka.
Hang on. Ostova.
Ostover.
Marionette, you're the expert on ghosts. How likely could we have a ghost murder on our hands?
I don't know. The other lady looked more like a ghost.
Is it
You both do realize the capability of poltergeisting an object into someone's chest is probably difficult, correct?
what the fuck does poltergeist mean?
Possessing an object, essentially. Like they would have
Yeah,
to
I
put
can.
all of their energy into the object.
Yeah, I put my energy into swinging my wrench.
It's not the
No,
What's make-
same.
no,
I
you
like
don't
Janet.
seem to understand. But that's okay. You don't seem that high class anyway.
That seemed a little rude.
And the wrench is coming out.
Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him!
No.
They're probably restrained by someone.
Mm. Yes, you are being restrained by someone. Your boss. Galactica is holding out her hand, holding you with telepathy. Or telekinesis, not telepathy. Telepathy is mine. Telekinesis is hers. She's holding you in place, basically.
She's using the force.
She is no
Trying
longer.
to walk, but just walking in place.
Yeah, just like.
Anyway, you said you were attending another maid.
Yes.
And
Unlike us three, she is very emotional.
and her
I'm
name
assuming
would
you're
be
understanding what all the others do.
well, I know
So
that
far.
one's the head maid, that one seems to be the seamstress, and you would probably be the butler.
Correct? I am indeed the butler.
And who were you attending?
Our dear friend was someone who communicates with those in the after. That was her specialty as the maid. She was a spectral maid. She helped us when we needed to deal with helped us when we needed to deal with problems within our home.
So there are
You-
ghosts.
Unfortunately, sometimes.
Nice.
I see. And
that's-
just so I can have proper notes here, what was her name?
Okay. Her name. As she kind of like floats over and lands down. Like, well, I'm not supposed to say it out. It's an agreement that we have of her here. As he pulls out a not clipboard, a small notepad and pen, and uses his hand to just kind of like uh telekinetically write down the name, and he pushes it over to you, and you can read the name as Beppa.
You said Beppa?
Yes, Beppa. Beppa. Beppa.
Interesting.
Noted. Oh,
DM?
but
Yes.
Oh, sorry. No, go ahead, Koopa. Sorry.
no, go ahead, Kyle. Get your thing out.
Just Galactic at least let me go now.
Have you decided not to be angry?
They're just floating and coiling.
Have you decided not to
She'll
be a
let you
problem?
go if you're going. If you behave, she will let you go.
She's behaving now,
All right, she'll let you go.
and she's going to check something. She's gonna start checking around the room.
Okay.
And now,
You begin.
Koopa's again. Sorry for interrupting.
Uh, this spectral maid that you had spoken to, um, do you think she'll be able to aid in this specific situation? Given, I mean, he kind of does like as lightly as he can motion over to the lifeless body of the husband, since his soul is. I'm sorry, I am not good at putting this
You are fine.
nicely.
She was one of the closest ones to the master, so she has been the most affected. She still needs a bit more time, terms. So
I understand. Emotions take a good while to process as well as come down from. By all means, take as much time as you need. We should have some other leads to investigate. Um, but by that count, that is at least 3 mates. What of the other two?
well, technically 4 maids, because Spectral Maid is
Yeah.
up there. Ostover technically counts as a maid, though he's registered as a butler.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Then
We have
he
4.
changed to one of the final maid.
And just like the lady of the house kind of finally stops crying a little bit and just like, that would be the one who's I think that would be the one who was with me while I was out and about.
Scuttling.
That is a very liable alibi, by all means. Though I will still need to ask questions.
Such as their name.
Right. Yes, of course. Give me one moment. I will contact her. As she seems to get up and pull out what appears to be pulls out what appears to be a bell and then rings it.
Now Ronnie is checking the knife very closely. Like super close.
Mm-hmm. I will say, like, as you like check the knife, you just hear like a as sort of a bright light sort of fills the room, and you end up seeing. Grab the image.
Just giggling because the first mate's just like, I have a 50 cal. Francesca don't fucking play around.
No, she doesn't. As the head maid, she's got to make sure the house is in tip-top shape if she's not busy with anything else.
as some of you say strapped or get clapped.
Quincy approves.
That one's not
Quincy approves. Thank God he's not
alright,
here.
got
He
the
would be going, crazy.
he'd be like, "Oh my god!"
Oh my God, is that a 50 cal?
I want what she has.
I want what she has. Yeah, sorry, it's taking me so long to get
Picks up the
to
maid like
grab the image.
picks up the the maid like I want to hire this one.
Can you be a dog detective?
Could you perhaps dog detective?
points at points at dice. Dog detective.
Like, you're a dog, you're a detective. So what? Are you like some kind of dog detective or whatever?
Absolute
Like this.
cinema.
Please don't do that Marvel movie thing. Oh no.
Absolute cinema.
I can't do this anymore, Neko.
Sorry, that's your own it's your own fault.
I'm a dog
You're,
detective and we're in space.
I'm a dog detective and we're in space.
Absolute
Yeah, anyways,
cinema.
I got the image. Absolute cinema.
Yeah.
Anyways, this lady shows up.
Oh,
No way, she's cute.
adorable. She's the bat. Squeak.
That's just Rebel's type.
She's the vet.
And she's just kind of like, "Meow." Like, yes, I understand. And that you were in the middle of taking a nap, but I Meow. It's very important. These kind people here are here to help us with the murder.
Takes a nap when a murder happened.
She's nocturnal.
She's obviously sleeping with a clear conscience after the deed.
Bonk.
Do
Anywho,
you like blood by any chance?
Are you asking her if she has blood?
Or likes
If she
blood.
likes blood.
She shrugs.
I
What does
take
that
it
even
you're.
mean?
Hold on, one moment. How? Let's see. You seem to be only able to respond in squeeze. I'll just.
Squeeze and News.
Um, boss, or do you mind if I try to do the brain thing?
You can I can't. Unfortunately, can't understand her.
I can understand her.
I guess I'm going to try to understand her via telepathy.
uh, you attempt to understand her via telepathy.
Oh, good sir.
Oh.
Yes, hello there, good gentleman. How are you doing this day?
But
Blah, blah.
you do like hear you just hear another.
So you can't understand her still.
Well,
It's basically like just like if you like feel in mind, like if you like trying to read her mind, you just get squee bat face.
Queen
Oh.
bat. It literally does a bat face emoji.
Yeah.
Literally. Let's go.
Okay.
well,
Anywho, what kind of knife is this?
yeah.
It's a pretty big kitchen knife, honestly.
I'm just gonna put Squee as her name.
So, Who who does the cooking here?
That would be me.
This is a kitchen knife. So, you got access to the kitchen.
Yes, of course.
Missing any knives?
Well, yes, aside from.
Well, I can tell you one thing. If it was someone from the outside, why go to the trouble of grabbing a knife from the kitchen and not bring a weapon of your own? Well, this feels more personal.
It feels personal. How come?
Don't know. Who would have a reason to axe this guy?
They seem to all five of them kind of stare. Well, all four of them, I should say, stare at each other. Before just kind of like shaking their heads back and forth and say, "We have absolutely no idea."
Well, either way, we're gonna have to start with the interviews.
That does sound like the correct course of action. As
You
it stands, it was a kitchen knife, and you all have access to the kitchen. So, in retrospect, none of you are exactly clear of being a suspect. Though this is not me being judgmental or accusations.
So, is it time for the interrogation phase?
We haven't met
I'll
the
let.
medium one.
Not sure you haven't met the spoopy one yet.
Mhm.
all right? Well,
If you
you
would
guys.
like, I can go and look for the one that isn't here.
I'm gonna
You
go look for more clues.
Okay, you do
Uh,
that. But yes,
if you want to see her badly, then I could. This is Ostova.
yes, I would like to see her.
Yeah, I want to meet her.
Very well, but do keep in mind she is not too excited to be meeting.
I understand. However, it is definitely something we have to do.
Oh, look who it is.
She's happy you understand at the very, or he's happy you understand at the very least. As
uh,
he takes.
no, I was about to say, Miss Galactica, could you please go with these two as well, as I believe one will be a little more need of restraint.
Yes, I'll go along with. As she'll travel with you guys. Uh, to which
With that, I will stay and interrogate at least. Well, he changes the word as you kind of see his head twitch. Kindly speak with at least a couple here.
the ghost flies around the three of yous, flies you upwards.
I'm just gonna
Uh,
follow him because I can fly too.
yeah, but you can't phase through walls.
Yeah, he phases through a wall,
Which
and I
is
just go, "Oh, I cannot do that."
Why?
that's why he
can't you-
that's why he flew around the three of you first, so that he could bring you with him.
Oh,
He is a ghost.
You're
yes.
I'm
and
just.
as he arrives, uh, he just kind of whispers, uh, Beppa's name, and Beppa, and you end up seeing Beppa.
Oh, hello there,
Hello there.
Beppa. I presume.
She, uh, she kind of stares at you, turns around and stares slowly, and is, she looks very like distraught.
Is it
She's not
all
even sure
right?
if she really wants.
Yeah. Is it all right if I ask you a few questions?
There's a good moment of pause before she finally decides to nod.
All right. He'll take a. Is she like sitting at a table or something or anything?
She is sitting on a bed.
All right, well, he'll do his best to take a quote unquote seat across from her if there is no adequate space. He's just got to float in the air.
Mm-hmm. Give me a second. Okay. Girl's got a bit of a theme to her.
I unfortunately cannot hear the theme.
Unfortunately.
We should send her to Brazil.
I need I need to hit you with the hey, go get royalty free stuff.
Like, hello, friend. You don't want to get copyright stricken, do you?
No.
Good.
Huh? You better not use my music.
It's more YouTube I'm worried about than Twitch. Twitch seems to be a little chill. The only time Twitch really got me was like New Vegas, and that's because of like it was playing really loud.
Mm.
Just I was like, uh-oh. From that point on, I immediately muted all radios in Fallout New Vegas.
Oh,
Just
fucking do it
download a
again.
mod that puts custom music. That's what I had to do.
That said, yeah, no. Beppa, she seems to stare at you, 3, and wants to say something, but refuses to.
He tilts his head.
So, do you ask her any questions?
I'll ask her one aloud of, hello? Hold on. Hi there. Sorry that my nephew came in. One moment. Yes, please hurry. I'm in the middle of something here. One moment. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Take 2 if you need to. All right. Thank you. Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. The question he'll ask is, I don't want to ask anything too much of you, but I would just like to ask, possibly where you've been at the time of the. He thinks on his words for a moment. Incident.
She takes a moment and then kind of looks over at Ostover, and Ostover flies over and she whispers into their ear. She says that she was with the master before before she was ordered to go deal with the spirits outside.
Hmm. I see.
And when she came back, well,
Interesting.
What's with the spirits outside? Are they bad or something?
she shakes her head, she nods her head up and down, yes, and he just goes, yeah, like, yes, well, spirits tend to, they come in a variety of good and bad. but unfortunately, the spirits that are always around here seem to be troublesome. We're not entirely sure why.
That sounds
Troublesome
like
how?
self-report.
Self-report. Got him.
Self-report.
Got him.
Troublesome how, if I may ask?
I've had to deal with a couple of them myself. They tend to fly in things, objects slightly out of place, or just ruin our precious food and drinks. Luckily, we double and triple check our stuff to make sure that we made it perfectly for our master and lady. Otherwise, they surely would have been dead before this.
Hmm. I see. So it's not just harmless pranks.
Very few times it is. Others, it seems to be out of hatred.
Out of hatred, you say?
Yes, almost like they had a vendetta, or they seem to be summoned by someone who had a vendetta.
And now you're shifting blame.
I am not sure who you think what you.
Looking real suspicious there, Ghosty.
Don't mind her. She's theory crafting.
Mm,
I did notice something interesting, though.
that would be.
Well, it's just you two definitely seem to have at least been by each other in at least the last hour. However, I do not know when your master had, how to say, yeah, you know what I mean. If you would like to tell me when that happened, that is fine. If it is too much, I understand. Oh god, I'm picking up his accent.
Mhm. She, like, whispers into his ear and he says, it was, like, she had discovered him as soon as it was completed. As soon as she'd completed her task, which, from what she can recall about it, like, was at least an hour.
It was at least an hour ago, you say? Just making sure I heard that right, Neko?
Yep.
And where were you when this happened?
I was attending to. Like, I was doing my duties as a butler, attending to the master's commands.
And the last one was?
The last one was simply to prep some tea for a guest.
You said bring tea for, like, master, is that what you said?
No, bring tea for the guests.
The guess.
Yes, for the gala. The festival was to end with all of them showing up today.
Ah, well, I was just making sure that no one was here beforehand.
Can I try that tea?
Yes, here you go. As he kind of floats over the thing.
Hmm.
It's pretty good
I
tea.
take I take a sippity sip.
There's a nice sippity sip.
Nice.
Just to cover some bases here, you definitely knew the master well, yes?
Yes, I knew the master quite well.
I was asking her, actually.
Hmm. She just gives a nod.
Hmm. If I may ask a particular question, wi- is that all right?
She, well,
Were you perhaps the master's favorite?
she nods.
Well, well, not as well. Thank you. I will let you grieve. I apologize for taking up your time. If you need me, I'll be around.
And Ostover sends sends the three of you back downward.
I will actually, well, I can't really tap on his shoulder, can I?
Not really, no.
I kind of try to, like, I guess, wave my hand in front of his face for a moment to, like, kind of gesture of, hey, I want to talk to you privately.
Ostover will talk with you privately then.
Yeah.
He knows the things he's suspicious.
Yes. You said you were making tea when it happened. However, I also noticed you said you were with her at the same time. So, do you care to explain?
I was I was making tea, though she needed my help. So I went to assist.
I see. And was there anyone else in the kitchen with you whenever you were making that?
Not really. No.
Alrighty. That's all I had to ask. You two seem to, you know, things add up. If you excuse me,
Mhm.
I have others to talk to. Though I imagine the bat's gonna be a little bit of a. You know what? I might actually have to borrow a notebook for that one. But I will go back to where everybody else is.
Okay. And now we cut over to everyone. Uh, we'll
It
go
was
back over
Kiku.
to everyone. Yeah.
I was gonna say, who are you
The
trying to
two
call
that did
for?
not go up there, I should say.
Uh, well, Tony's actually, I would say Tony was actually about to start with Miss Pastry Chef over there. It was like, do you mind if I? Well, he goes over. It's like, do you mind if I ask you questions first?
Yes, you may go right on ahead.
Okay. Where had you been before and during the time of the murder?
Before the murder, I was on top of the roof of the manor, trying to find out trying to make sure that everything was in order up top for if any guests wanted to see the festival from up above, and also getting a good look on any on guarding against if anyone wanted to try and disturb the manor in that time being. I was then called down and told to make some food.
Who had called you down?
The one who called me down was master of the house.
The master of the house had called you down to make food for the guest
Yes.
before his murder. And that is what you were doing during the time before his body was discovered?
No, they nod.
and there are eyewitnesses that can confirm that they had seen you on the roof and then depart.
Yet
Is
another
that also
nod.
true? Okay. Hmm. As far as media and such seems to indicate, the most obvious culprits are the ones with easy access to the kitchen, and, well, quite frankly, there are too many of you that would make way too many sense.
Hmm.
It this is an intriguing case, I will put it that way. But it is good to know that I will at least run reference with said eyewitnesses and hope that your story clears.
She just gives a nod.
Get, gives a nod, and then he moves over to his heirs, and same thing as before. It's just like, do you mind if I ask you questions next?
You may.
Yes. Where had you What have you been doing before and during the times of the murder?
Before, I was simply working on clothes. I wanted our master and lady to look their best.
Hmm. Hmm.
And then the other one was during the murder, you said?
Yeah, he also asked during the murder, like during the
Effectively the
time.
same thing. She was still working.
Okay. And you had no awareness of anything that had been going on inside the house when it had occurred, other than the dress.
She nods. She pretty much explains to you when she's working, she kind of disconnects herself from everything else so that she has like total focus on what's going on.
Hmm. Sounds that does sound in line with how I am when I sleep. Though I don't sleep. It's more like I shut off, but not entirely. It is weird. I can believe this. And uh, as stated, it would make sort of obvious that you play likely a suspect due to your, and he kind of like glancing down at the kind of like sigil like weapons is like craftsmanship.
She nods as she
Though
understands.
he said, though I would actually be disappointed if you turned out to be culprit. You seem to make lovely work, and you have fascinated me.
I do not believe that I am the culprit. I would be quite upset if that was the case myself. But I love my master, and I love my lady, so I would not do anything that would cause them harm.
He gives a nod, and the last question he will do is actually towards the lady of the house. Though he
Mm-hmm.
does be a little more proper about it and give like a bow before it's like, do you mind if I ask you questions, my lady?
You may, yes.
The dress you are currently wearing, that was made for you by Miss Ayres at the gala? I mean, for the gala?
She nods.
And like you, hmm, well, it is already taken into account where you and he makes the same bat sound, had been during the time of the murder, but where had you both been prior?
Well, before that we had. Actually, since this is like full on interrogation, give me 1 second. Bam! I put the command in wrong. Bam!
See.
There we go. It wasn't C, I just put the exclamation point in the wrong spot.
Yeah, you did a C.
There's only one person in here that does a C. That's
I
you.
know, and that's Neko.
Yeah,
No. No.
Anywho,
I would do
It's
the C any day.
God, why are you so lewd, Ramel?
but
What?
you're Sorry about that. But yeah, no. You ask her the questions that you ask her. She explains to you that yeah, she does what she does. Not does what she does. She does. She was out and about with Scree. Uh, as she had pretty much they were going out to get some supplies and pretty much send out the flyers, make sure everything was in order before she would come back. And then she noticed that when she walked in, her husband was dead, or there was a trail of blood. She followed the trail of blood worryingly, uh, and realized a lot of things were missing, and there was, her husband dead on the floor.
I take it by that
I see.
the time he's done with the lady, we're coming back.
Yep. The last thing he will add is, I do apologize for interrogating both you, and he makes the bat sound again. It's like, while you both do have reasonable alibis, until I can confirm with eyewitnesses if they have seen either of you, you both are essentially covering for each other. Though, then he kind of looks at the bat. I am very liable to believe that she is not the killer due to obvious intrigue.
She gives a nod about that.
Ah, hello, Tony.
We will. Ah, yes. I forgot your character's name.
Eros.
Ah, Ceros. It is good. I just got done interrogating these three. I will be giving you the information when you are done.
I see. We have talked to Madame Beppa, and he looks at basically everybody that's in the room. And he goes, "You actually successfully interrogated the bat."
He
Mm-hmm.
kind of looks over at the bat and then looks over at Ceros. It's like, I do not speak her language, therefore I did not attempt.
One moment, then he says as he basically gets some blank pages on his notebook, and he goes up to her. You nod if you know how to write normal common.
You're talking to Scree, right?
Yes.
Uh, Scree thinks and then nods.
Okay. Since we have a little bit of a language barrier, he hands her the blank page part of his notebook. I would just like to ask where you were because yes, like I know you were with the madam during, but what were you doing before? Probably
She
sleeping, I assume, but I don't want to make any assumptions.
she attempts to start writing, and then along the way she makes like a little and realizes writing is hard. So she instead draws funny pictures.
She draws funny pictures.
How
Ceros.
funny are we talking about?
Like
Right.
they're cute little chibi things, but it's sort of like in a comical looking style.
Be honest, this is strike two. She doesn't want to cooperate. She wants to act all cute. This is the murderer, guys.
Ceros, there's now a 99.9% chance that this one did not do it. They are incapable of holding a pencil correctly.
Yeah, I'll look at the
There-
drawing that she put. Like, did she draw essentially where she was before?
Cute bat, tall lady. Cute tall lady goes. Tall lady speaks to cute bat sleeping. Cute bat wakes up, goes with tall lady carrying paper. Cute bat and tall lady come back. Bat goes back to sleep.
Okay. Thank you. I
God,
apologize for the language barrier.
this is such an open and shut. It was the bad.
Yeah.
I see it.
I do not believe my processor would be able to process that revelation if it were true.
I'm not even. I'm not even. Fucking Ronnie's not even there. So this is all out of character. I don't want you
It's fine.
responding to this
Yeah,
in character.
he looks towards Tony. From what I can extrapolate here, basically anytime she is not having to do work for the lady, she is asleep. And considering it is definitely the day, she probably would have been asleep during the incident.
Yes. Plus, if she is struggling with just pencil, I believe that something larger as a knife would be, well, difficult. So definitely scratched off the list.
Yes.
As for the other three, here are their accounts as to where they were before and during the times of the murder. We
Okay.
will need eyewitness accounts as well for at least two of these alibis.
Can you give me a rundown of that? Because I was not taking notes at that time.
Right. The headmaid had claimed that she had been out on the roof overseeing the party for disturbances and was called down by the master, to which she had prepared food and supplements for the guest during his time of the murder. Do you need the other maid's account?
Yes.
He kind of asks that after he gets done giving the first one. Like,
All accounts
in
would
terms
be needed, yes.
in terms of Miss Aries, she had been sewing. She had been working her craft to make outfits for both the master and mistress for the gala. When she is focused, her mind tends to wander into complete focus of her craft, similar to how I am when I sleep.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
And as such, the lady of the home, and he makes the bat noise. Uh, you know their alibi. We will just
Yes.
need eyewitness accounts for that.
Um, he looks over towards Francesca. May I speak with you privately?
As you may, yes.
Alright, come with me, please.
Mm-hmm.
He goes off to another area. Um, if you guys choose to follow, you may.
Mm.
I will go to examine the body.
Gwen
Hey, I
Gala.
wanted to do that.
Eh.
You can you can assist as long as you do not touch it.
Alright.
Now
Madam,
you assist.
if you want to get to their body examination before I ask questions, that's fine. Because I know Cuddle's been waiting patiently.
Indeed. We shall cut over to Cuddle. Cuddle,
What?
my friend, my dearest friend. You said you were investigating, yes?
Are we friends, Neko?
Damn, bro!
The shade.
You honest? Do you honestly? Do you honestly say that, Neko? Right now, right here, right now.
You honestly thought we were friends, Neko.
No. Say it,
I
Neko.
I mean, I believe that we were,
And that's what I
but
believe
but if
too.
you don't believe,
No,
Okay,
that's what
now
I
say
believe
it
too. But
crying.
sometimes I like to hear it. Okay. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do something really reckless.
oh boy.
She's just barging into the kitchen.
Okay.
All right. Where does the smell of blood?
You're looking for the smell of blood?
Yeah.
I guess roll me a mind.
Do you have like keen senses or something?
No. But I do have a +2 to mind. So actually, she is smart.
I don't even know what blood smells like.
Iron.
Iron, mostly iron.
It's a metallic smell.
It also tastes like iron.
Well, yeah, I know that one.
But yeah, I'm also just giggling out of character of like, oh man, if Quincy was here, he'd have this shit
Oh
done
my
so fast because he has
god!
the expertise in this shit.
I can't believe I just. Guys,
You
Yeah.
I
whiffed.
no longer do C. I did /R like I'm in roll 20.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow. Wow.
I was like typing and it just I realized, oh my god, I retrained myself the wrong way.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
you know what? We're gonna at least give you credit for getting the right letter.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
that's a 1d20. No, that's not what I want. 1d12.
You're losing your mind, brother. Come on.
This is because Neko didn't want to openly say we're friends.
I think
li-
so.
Damn, bro.
Damn, bruh. Anywho, 13.
Damn, what?
You know what? That's a foundation. That is a success. Think. You, my friend, end up finding yourself at the
Cause I have my line of logic. I might
Yes.
not be good at people, but things.
you smell iron, all right.
I smelled that guy's blood. I smell blood in here, right?
That's not blood.
What do you smell?
Smells like iron though.
Well, there's fucking knives, metal. I would assume metal in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look for blood,
Well, there's something that's like a blood.
and that would be
Smells like blood. You begin to get closer to it, and you find what appears to be a blood cake.
hey, does it smell like that guy's blood?
Doesn't smell like his blood, but it smells like
Is
blood.
Oh, I know who it's for. That's adorable.
I lick it.
Ugh.
Bruh.
You lick it.
Does it? Definitely not this guy's blood.
It tastes like very very sweet cherries with a hint of salt.
This isn't what I want. There's gotta be. If I if I just stab the guy, obviously I'd want to get rid of this evidence. I left a knife, so come on. There's gotta be clothes. Clothes. Someone washed in a sink or something.
I will say with a 13, you do notice something that's out of the ordinary though about the kitchen.
What's up?
The windows broke.
Oh, that's something I know. That's something I actually know things about.
About broken things?
She's mechanical. Well, she's a mechanic. Stuff like this. Does it look like it was broken from the inside or the outside?
Inside.
Why break
Hmm.
out? Why break out of your own home? She just scrambles and climbs out the window.
You climb out the window and you see that there's broken glass, some blood.
All right, I get a good. I sniff for the scent.
Okay, roll me a mine.
Sniffa sniffa.
Crit fails, snorts a shard of broken glass.
Oh, God.
And now I did a C.
You
Always going back to the
You-
sea.
you know what the fuck to do by this point. Come on.
See this, see that. I'm seeing a
All right.
problem.
How about you go see some?
I want to see some titties.
Maybe not.
Do you?
Maybe.
That's an 8.
Yeah,
That's a mixed
brother.
success.
Yeah.
You you get the scent is telling you to go left.
Is it this guy's blood or someone else's blood?
No, this is someone else's blood.
All right. I get on all fours and scuttle along the ground, sniffing.
This fucking.
Alright.
I'm just
You
imagining
scuttle-
this in my
you
head
s-
of this hard-skinned like goblin just fucking scuttling across the fucking ground, following a smell.
Goblin, she's a gargoyle. She has a tail.
Gargoyle, but yeah, but still, it's funny as hell to imagine just a gargoyle. Oh god.
It's. I'm going
It's
through to the
comical.
left. I'm on my way.
Yeah.
I just go onto the pond and I'm scooting.
Yeah, that's certainly something that you're doing. You're going through, and eventually you find yourself. Eventually you do find yourself in one spot. Where you see someone that's just like, where you see like there's a big pile of blood that's kind of just in front of,
Pile,
A
it's kind of in
pile
front.
of blood.
Yeah, like big pile of
pile of.
blood.
You mean a puddle of blood?
Yeah,
I
Like,
you know
mean,
what I meant. You know what I meant.
all right, but the more importantly, is this a lot of? This seems like a lot of blood loss.
It seems like a lot of blood loss, along with some patched bandages.
All right, cool. So there's bandages that have blood on it.
Yeah, like you can probably make the assumption someone probably used bandages and to fix themselves up.
I grab some of the bandages. Uh, And then I fucking see there's nothing else, just bloody bandages.
Yeah,
All right, I grab some evidence, and then I'll scuttle my way back to the others.
all right. Let's go back to the others.
scuttle.
Fucking love when I love when lizards run on water.
Alrighty. Who are we going to? Me or the people investigating the body?
People who are investigating the body.
Wow.
Oh, I've been wanting to do this since I got here.
Pokes him with a stick.
You're not here.
I know.
Please do not taint the crime scene.
Who do you think I am, huh?
Someone
Early.
who will taint the crime scene.
Oh my god. Oh, the answer is great.
Let's take a good look at it. A beepin.
Okay, I mean, like he'll help you out.
Just, Marinette's just very fascinated
Of
by
course,
dead
very.
bodies.
It's just fascinated. It's not like, you know,
At least she's not
a
micing like trying
psychopath
to
or
eat it.
anything like
It's
that.
not like a unhealthy obsession.
No, she's not a sociopath or anything. She's just, she just has a hobby, dude.
She likes two
Mhm.
things: death and girls.
One of those things is the problem.
Are all my characters lesbians to you?
Would it be a problem if they were?
Would it?
I mean, it would be kind of weird if Rezink was lesbian.
I know I made the joke, but I'm just saying.
But Yeah, I mean, at least Ravel's character isn't the mushroom race where they're just like, yeah, I'm gonna eat this dead body.
That implies she doesn't just eat dead bodies.
I mean, yeah.
It implies you need an incentive to do so, which
Which, honestly, no.
Yeah.
you're jumping the gun there, Mr. Rocky.
Mr. Rocky.
Well, I'm just saying, the mushroom people, they do it to heal a wound.
Yeah, and Maria does it because death is tasty.
I do it because I like the taste.
You're like the Brothers Grimm version of Pinocchio, I guess, Ravel.
What?
I want to be a real boy. I'm gonna eat your flesh.
That's the fucking Pinocchio from Billy and Mandy.
That's true.
Okay, so Marionette does eat people.
Who knows?
Good to know.
Well,
Anyway,
it's
what
not
does Marionette
confirmed.
find?
Well, aside from the stab wound, I should say, not wound. You do find that there's some bits of glass on him.
Glass. Hmm. Like a window?
To the wall.
Yeah, like from a window.
No way.
To the hole.
We have seen broken window before. Where was it?
I mean, were you in the kitchen?
No.
No
I'm
real saying
okay.
out of character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're all starting to discover something. That man was not at the bottom of the stairs.
Where are the stab wounds located?
Well, there is only one stab wound where it is just right there in like the chest.
Right in the sternum.
So just one, like straight to the heart, probably.
Right. Okay, marionettes. Because I do not possess fingerprints, I will remove the knife wound and open the shirt to check further. I will let you hold on to the knife.
Of course.
You are not to stab anybody unless it's self-defense.
Okay.
That maid's got a gun.
You can't. You can't.
Francesca
We
hasn't
see
You don't
had
see
her
it.
gun yet.
Right.
More
Okay.
More importantly, I know this is a bit of a thing. Where's our boss? You know, the actual detective. What's she doing?
Don't worry about what she.
What if she did it?
Yeah, probably. Maybe it was her.
Guys, she was on a date.
What if this is all about
Jesus.
how Belle is dating a murderer?
She's one of those spacer people. She can teleport.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
just
she-
remove the
Excuse
goddamn
you.
knife and get on with it. No, I'll
Yeah.
tear this shit.
Takes out knife. He's removing evidence. Get it!
He's pulling the knife out.
He's pulling his knife out.
He's pulling his knife out.
It was a misinput.
It was a missing
One of
point.
these two.
Shadow was a missing point.
Okay, I'll hold your knife.
I
Okay,
repeat
then.
once more: self-defense only.
I
And you're
never
only
knew what
holding
that meant.
onto it.
Just a
Kind of like you see his eyes like they wind a bit and then they like narrow at you before he just turns back and just gets to work.
Okay.
Gimme.
Give me knife.
Gimme.
Knife. Knife.
Knife?
Like,
Knife. Knife.
Gimme?
what did you
Knife?
find? A knife! No!
Knife?
As yeah, I will say though, you do hear the sounds of you do hear the sounds of Galactica walking in as she goes, "Hey, so you know, like, hey, so you noticed this, right?" As she holds out what holds out what appears to be. I did roll to see if she could find this. And she good news that she did. Uh, she ended up finding what appeared to be uh a dagger that's in a bag, or she put the dagger in the bag.
Huh? Oh,
The dagger.
Where was that dagger?
Okay.
It was
And
upstairs.
oh my god, it was
simply,
Galactica.
simply upstairs. Was it on a dresser or in a room?
It seemed to be on the floor.
It seemed to be on the floor.
Is the knife covered in blood, or does it look like someone cleaned it off?
No, well, actually no, you are correct about that. Someone seemed to have cleaned it off, but there is like cloth on it.
Oh, well then he actually stops what he's about to do, and it's like, "May I please inspect it closer?"
She passes it over. Careful.
Zoom. Enhance.
He he does take he does like gingerly take the dagger out and like kind of like moves the cloth a bit just to take a further look at both items.
The cloth definitely has a whole bunch of it, you know that like it has like a stain. That's the way to put it. A stain.
Mhm.
Hissing sounds are enclosing on your location.
Mm.
Okay. Mm.
I can't hiss.
While this
Oh, that wasn't it. That was a cat hiss, not a
They
not
sound
a.
kind of similar.
mm,
Mm.
eh,
Half a hiss, half a
Moving on.
yeah,
Yeah,
feral shit. I got it.
I'm on that feral time.
Anywho, okay.
Motherfucking furries.
So he sees like the very bloody knife that was trying to get cleaned off with a cloth.
Yep.
Does the cloth have like initials or anything on it that sticks out?
The cloth does not have initial. No. Uh, but uh, can you roll me a mind?
Yeah, 7.
With mixed success, it's a little hard to tell at first, but you're able to notice that through your robotic scanning. There's fingerprints!
Oh boy.
Can I?
Oh
Okay.
boy.
Do you mind if I just barge back into the room?
I mean, we're still gotta get to what I was doing, and then we're all probably going to go back into the room.
Yep.
All right.
Which we will get to you so that you are, you know.
Just look towards Francesca. You said you were in the kitchen, correct?
Like, yes, I was in the.
Okay. And was there anyone else in the kitchen with you whenever you were making the food?
Yes. Osteva was helping me out at that.
Hmm. Thank you. And from what my friend told me, you were also on the roof?
Yes, I was on the roof before I was called.
And yes, he said you were apparently keeping a watch.
Yes.
May I ask how you were keeping watch?
If you would like to see,
I think you cut out, Neko. If you'd like to see what?
she was asking if you'd like to see. I can show you.
Yes, that would be beneficial.
Okay. So she takes you up to the rooftop, and as she takes you up to the rooftop, it's a pretty sweet view, by the way. And it's a nice. There's like nice tables and stuff set up. She goes up, or she goes to like the end of like the roof, to where there
Mm.
seems to be like a door, or not doors, like a little storage area. She opens it up, and uh, with a specific key she has, you notice that the key is like, it looks like a sort of royal uh kind of looking key with a bit of a pink hue on it. It opens. She opens it up, and inside you can see, just a little tiny workplace and a 50 cal.
Okay.
He doesn't have eyes that can dilate, but you see like the little, I guess, like what look like stars in his head go beep 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 beep. They beep or like blink.
Yeah, that
My,
is
that's
very.
quite a rifle for a gal your size.
It is. It is good for observation, and as it was deemed to pretty much uh, take the shot if, and pretty much was deemed to take if.
So you are security as well as the head maid. Did
Mhm.
you see anybody before you were called down, or hear anything?
I was told. I heard my master call me when I heard my master call me along the way. Hey, as I was in the as I was busy, but I was told to but I did hear the sounds of making our. Sorry, I'm trying to find the proper way to word. Basically, she overheard her master uh saying something about an intruder, and then she pretty much ran up. She saw something, and something running away with a large egg, and she took the shot.
I
They
see.
don't exactly know. They don't know exactly like what happened to that person. They might have gotten away. She's not sure, but all she knows is that like when she took the shot, she then proceeded to just keep going, or not keep going like keep shooting, but keep going as in like going down to see what was going on, and then boom, uh, found her master head.
Hmm. And can you tell me any particular details you remember, or about the individual you, well, fired, and with hitting them with that, they stopped moving rather quickly?
Surprisingly, no.
Surprisingly, as in you
I saw
don't,
them stumble a little bit,
but they didn't stop moving?
but after I had taken the shot and saw them stumble, I assumed that they would be taken care of after I go talk with my after I checked in with my master. And well, you know how that.
Yes. Uh, I see. Thank you for this information. Um, we're definitely gonna have to note down that you overseeing things with a firearm. But rather, other than that, what else?
She does. I will say though that she does show you. Like she opens up a drawer and she does show you that she has a license to wield such firearms and a note from the master of the house that uh about like what she was talking about pretty much,
I
just
see.
so that you have clarification.
Thank you. Oh, before we get back, there is another question I had to ask you. Um,
And what would that
Osiver
be?
and Beppa let me know that apparently you deal with angry spirits from time to time here.
Like, oh yes, that unfortunately happened time. The angry spirits are not exactly. Uh, we believe that someone might have been summoning them. We are not sure.
Hmm, I see. I'm writing some things, don't mind me. He notes a few things down in his notebook. Well, let's see if we can at least figure out, well, possibly who you shot. I will be doing that. You can go on back down. I can. He kind of floats.
She goes.
Yeah.
In do and down she goes. In doing so, uh, Ronnie, you've come back with an interesting find.
All right.
I will fly down and come
Ronnie,
back.
I
Ronnie,
kill.
you have come back with a golem.
I'm sorry.
You came back with a golem.
Who's the golem? Wait, what golem? I had bandages.
Well, the bandages could have been hiding something
Exactly.
underneath, Goober.
Well, no, it was just bandages they found.
Oh,
But
Why'd you say golem?
It's a bandage golem.
why did I say golem?
made of linen.
Why?
Well, you didn't know that the golem was there.
I just.
You came back
All right.
with a golem.
I. D- You're fucking with me, aren't you?
No.
Everyone, he's fucking with me again.
I imagine we're all back in the
Why
main
are you
room,
complaining?
right?
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. I bring.
you're all pretty much back in the main room. Ronnie walks
I,
in, and then basically Ronnie walks in, and then like behind Ronnie is a ruby colored golem.
all
Oh,
right. When then she doesn't realize it's there.
Yeah, that's why I said you came back with a golem. I didn't say that you like knew the
So
golem was with you.
I get. Hey guys, I found this.
Oh, cool. What is that?
yeah.
Bandages.
No, they are referring to what is behind you.
No, no, no.
What's
The
behind me?
bandages is also important. Where did you find those bandages?
I found him near a puddle of blood outside.
And there was no body?
Hmm.
So someone here is wounded because the lock was broken from the inside.
Yes, about that. Francesca let me know that apparently Before she was called down, she shot an intruder.
So we just need to find someone who's been shot.
Well, considering the caliber
She
of rifle, they probably are still nearby.
she thumps her tail from behind them.
It's definitely making like a tink 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 noise against something that was not there before. Which again is that golem. Which you turn around and you see the ruby golem.
I never said I turned around.
Does
She's
Well, your
anybody-
tail is your tail is hitting stone. Like your tail is
All right,
hitting
so
a
what?
is hitting a mineral.
So fucking what?
There was not a mineral behind you.
I wouldn't. How would I know the feeling of mineral crust?
grunty.
Oh my god.
There is something behind you.
I'm sorry,
So,
what?
Yeah. Looks. I think we all look towards the golem. Or at least most
Yes,
of
you
us.
all look towards. Most of you look towards the golem.
What is that?
I'll let you know. Well, these are bandages.
The golem.
Please turn your head.
All right, now I turn my head.
Now you see the golem.
All right. Well, all right, fine. I pull out my wrench.
No, 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 no.
Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it.
Kill it.
She grabs your like she does grab like the others definitely like pulled out their weapons. Or at
The
the very
others.
least or at the very least like the other maids to protect their lady have pulled out what like the equivalent of their weapons basically.
All
We're
right,
taking
let me
over then.
roll to attack.
Okay.
No, 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 no.
Kill, 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 kill,
God
kill.
damn it,
No,
no.
you're telling me to kill. I'm getting mixed signals.
Oh no, I'm telling the golem to kill.
No.
You're
No.
telling the golem to kill?
Kill.
I'm
When
cheering
everybody
for the
stop,
golem.
I'm pretty sure that that's a part of the house's security.
I mean, given they're
They-
pulling weapons out, I don't think so.
Yeah, the maids are definitely like Aries like that is not part of our security.
Then why is
Kill
he
it.
just casually walking behind one of us?
I do not know.
I'm pretty
Would
sure
you
if
like
it
for me
wanted
to
to cause harm, it would have done so by now.
I'm causing it harm right now.
Would you stop trying to cause everything harm?
Would you like for me to axe its directive?
That would be beneficial, yes.
You know,
Please restrain the chaotic ones.
He just looks towards his boss.
She sighs and holds out her hand. Make me a will roll, Ronnie.
I
haven't
choose to
learned
fail.
telekinesis yet.
All right, you're frozen in place.
Could
That
you
is
just
one.
take my? Hey.
Hmm?
Why
Yes?
you sneaking?
Good.
How'd you sneak up behind me? I went through a window. You're too big for that window.
They just repeat what you say in like an exact voice.
Well, that's
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
If there's 53 things Ronnie hates, one of them is mocking.
Mm.
Tony's gonna like walk up. First off, he's gonna put the evidence he got right back into the bag while he's holding on to it, and then walk over. It's like, Golem, can you please tell me your directive?
Their eyes seem to follow the bag.
The one he's holding.
Does the bag? It's the bandage, right? If it is
his
not the
bag has
bandage
the
one,
knife
then
in it.
Not the
oh, then
bandages,
no, they're not looking at. Well, no, they are kind of looking at that one because it has blood.
he notices and kind of like holds it up. Do you recognize something in this bag?
Their arm points over to the or their hand slowly lifts and points over to the blood. Right. They say in a sort of like scratchy voice. Roll me
You
a
just say
mind, all of
red?
you. Yeah, they said red. Also, just to let you guys kind of know what, like, all golems are effectively, they look the same. Like, for instance, like they look the same. They're just mostly different colors or like different materials usually.
Are you
But
saying
all in
all
all,
gob?
all
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 gob?
all golems are basically like they are all the same model, just like different material. So like the copper golem is a basis, and then everything else is just copper golem shaped, but like different material and like looking and either taller, shorter, or made out of a different material. But
So
they are
what you're
all copper
saying?
golem.
So what you're saying is they're only all golems are anime girls?
Most things in this campaign have been anime women. What are you talking about?
Neko, why are you discriminating against anime boys?
I mean,
Not good
it's
at writing men.
understandable.
I'm not good at writing men.
How to Neko give them a book? How to men?
How to
How
man?
to man?
How to man?
How does one man?
A simple little guy to man.
But
Men for dummies.
let's see here. That's a success. That's a success. That's a success. Yeah, the three of you noticed that this rupee golem's got like a hole in it.
I'm gonna
It's a little
move
hard to
and
tell because like its body is like red and black, and the black was kind of merging with each other. But you notice that it's got a hole in it.
I'm gonna move
This is
closer.
Okay, so this is the murder.
No.
I mean, look at it. It's missing its heart. It's heartless.
No. I'm going to
please stay quiet during this.
please extrapolate from the information I have already given you. This
you
was probably what was shot.
So why was the golem getting shot?
Because it was the intruder.
And why was it here?
Ask it.
A golem.
it seems to not stare at you. It's still focused on the pat the
Bag.
God, I can't the yes, the bag that has the red cloth in it.
One moment. May I see that bag?
Of course, I trust you with it.
He holds it and then just kind of like he's not gonna open it or anything. He just kind of like jingles it to get its attention.
It seems to like stare at you.
Why are you here? Why do you want this?
It does not seem to respond.
Well, if you don't get a response, you're not gonna get it back.
Here, let me try something. You said you found bandages? Says Galactic to Ronnie.
I hold out the bandages in my telekinetic prison.
Oh, she let you go. She's
Alright.
let you go. But as soon as
Uh.
she like grabs them, the golem's attention immediately turns to the bag with the bandages. Bloody. Galactic kind of moves her hand up, down, left, right. The golem keeps tracking it.
Alright, but
Boss,
what
last
is...
I checked, golems don't bleed, do they?
No. I mean, it depends. Er, sometimes golems merge with things. So
Well, Happy Gargoyle always said, you can't get blood from a stone.
So maybe it's trying to recover things from its owner.
Okay, real quick. What did you find? Like, you said that they had shots, right, Jessica?
Yeah, she shot apparently an intruder. They stumbled, and she thought they were pretty much taken care of. And considering what I know of the caliber of weapon she used, I thought they would have just fell over dead.
She looks over at Galactica looks over at the hole, and it's a pretty big, sizable hole too. And just she hands the bag over to you again, Arrow, and pretty much like you like try asking it now.
He looks over at this. And, are, why are you here, and why do you want this?
Master's bag.
Hmm.
Master's blood.
And who is Master?
They seem to. It seems like that's a tough question for them to answer.
Is Master in the room?
They shake their head no. Master is base.
Is at base.
They nod.
Huh. Did Master have a bag with him?
They nod.
Well, that covers.
Big bag.
Mhm. Is your master particularly a violent person?
Master only to those master.
Only violent.
Okay, I understood.
Yeah, you cut out a
Yeah,
little bit.
only one.
Masters mean only to those that master hates.
Is your master, he thinks for a moment, incorporeal?
Master has connection.
Thanks for a moment. Is Master male or female?
They think for a moment. Master is master.
I don't think you're going to get too much out. But for suggestion.
Oh, sorry.
But for suggestion, maybe ask where base is.
Yes, where is base?
She turns and points out, pretty much out to the kitchen, which would basically lead you guys to finding the broken window.
This is your base?
They shake their head no and point outwards again. To which
think
this is where I came. This is where I went through to find those brags.
Okay.
I believe the golem is implying that their base is in that direction.
I see.
All right.
Well,
They scramble through the window again.
you can just float through it. Come on, Golem,
they're
I'll follow
gonna
you.
go around.
I'll follow the golem.
The
Oh.
golem does not seem to need to do that, as they seem to like rip a chunk off of them and like crush it, and it like the crushed chunk creates like a little red puddle. Then they proceed to just sink down into it, and then like sink up outside.
Oh, that's
We
concerning.
sure this go? We sure the golem's not the murderer?
I mean, I can
Just
ask you,
saying.
did you use a knife on somebody?
They shake their head back and forth. No.
There you go.
Are you
Master.
lying?
Master.
I
Let's
don't.
just continue to go
Is
where its base is.
There. And you proceed to lead or get led by the golem to finding uh, a warehouse, basically.
On the premises?
No, not on the premises. Away from the premises.
Well,
it's just out in the what? Woods? Is it in the air? Is it in urban?
It's like a little away from the urban from the urban part.
All right. I look for any indication of whose warehouse it is.
Uh, there is no name on there,
I got
Alright.
you, Ravel.
but
Well,
it does look like it's been through some tough times.
this we should probably call this in and have people go in. As for the whole murder thing, I have a suspect that I think it is.
And that would be
Ostover. He said he
who
was in the
makes this.
kitchen alone. However, Francesca was in the kitchen and said he was there. Also, the whole
As the old text often say, it's always the butler.
haha. But also, yes, he, angry spirits. He seems to be rather close with Beppa, and the master is, well, apparently Beppa was his favorite maid. He has a motive.
But what's with the golem in the warehouse as I currently dismantle the lock?
I mean, you can hire
It,
somebody to steal things.
it is also odd that the broken window went unmentioned.
Exactly, if he
Yeah.
was in the kitchen.
Neko,
Hi.
I dismantled the lock on the door to the warehouse.
Roll me. Like, how are you doing this? Like straight up with your tools, or just brute forcing it?
Tools. But she's very good with her hands.
All right, roll me mind.
Yeah.
And
was-
remember,
Uh-huh.
It's fun
don't
having
use
you,
C.
Ravel.
Thanks having you, Ravel. See you
Yeah.
Monday.
But yeah, Ravel definitely was kind of helping me also point things out the whole time.
Eh.
Also,
Oh my god, yeah, no. So you easily, like this is child's play to you.
Yeah.
You just like
I can't.
it almost like it feels like they didn't even try to lock it all that well.
They use one of those shitty master locks.
Yeah.
The This stuff's child's play. Guys I used to run with could easily, even a junior could break one into one of these.
Did you just pull on that thing and it came apart?
No, I lockpicked it.
Oh.
Not everything is about smashing. Yeah, it's fun for a time, but you can't
Either
expect me
way,
to go swinging.
I did also notice
And
another thing. Whenever I was talking with Beppa, Ostover was kind of constantly, the one that she talked to. Now, I might be
Uh,
looking a little bit too into things, but I think he was pressuring her to give him an alibi.
Well,
Mhm.
I kicked down the door.
Boof!
Right, you kick down the door, and the dude inside is just like, ah, what the? Who are you? What are you doing here?
We're from the boys' club.
But
You seem
you're
to have lost a
girl.
golem.
Uh,
I
there
grabbed
you, there you are, Ruby. I'm like, I've been looking everywhere for you. As he
I
like starts
grab
walking
this.
over.
I grab him. I just climb on him and grab him by the collar.
Like, ah! I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. Dude's kind of scrawny looking.
It's the nerd. Why'd you do it?
Like, what are you talking about?
Was it jealousy? Is it
What?
because he has a hot wife?
What?
Ronnie, with all
I
due
just
respect,
What?
shaking the fuck out of this
let
guy.
him go for a moment.
Ronnie, please do not make me get the boss to do harder restraints on you from here forward. Let the man go.
I just give him the "I'm watching you" thing before I jump off him.
Jesus.
Yes. We know you procured a large bag recently.
A large? You mean this thing? As like he points over to the large bag. Someone came into here and like dropped that off, and then they just kind of ran off.
Do you have a description of that individual?
Like, I yes, I actually do. Cause like I do actually have a description of them. Because do you hear that? No, can you all roll me a mind?
A
Yeah, we can
mind?
hear you.
Yeah,
Yes, I know I've been having y'all roll mind a lot lately, but
It is the perception thing. It's fine.
yeah.
Don't worry. If this guy tries anything, I'll kill him.
He's like, "What's that?"
He's gonna try shit, isn't he?
Okay, so Tony, you're not entirely sure about being able to hear it, uh, but Arrow, you do hear something rustling in like nearby.
What
You
is
see like
that?
a sort of you see like a locker kind of rustling.
Who
Locker?
here has something to deal with that? And he points towards the locker.
What is the walker?
Locker.
No, the locker.
Like,
Hmm.
I take out my wrench.
Okay. You approach and uh let's see.
Don't pray to God. Pray to me.
But yeah, you
Pray to me.
approach
Where's Rachel?
and where's she? And you end up basically seeing. Oh, I had the link copied, not the image copy. Whoops.
You see Scriddly McBingus.
You see this guy run out. He's like running, like.
Grab him.
I just
Oh,
I cap Neko.
Yeah.
I cap his kneecaps.
Roll body. See if you
She
can cap
just
his
swing and
kneecaps as
fucking
he's
hit him in the knees.
Also, I have. Where is
Yeah.
it? The weapon I have is the club, right? That's what I'm. But it is a wrench. But
it would fall in the club if you're flavoring it as if you're flavoring your club as a wrench.
because it's important, because I have to ask if a wrench is an improvised weapon.
Unless you're like not if you're not flavoring it flavoring a club as a wrench, then yeah, it would be,
So it is an improvised weapon.
Yep.
All right. And the club. Hold on. -2 to attack rolls.
Oh boy. I like how he just starts running and me immediately grab him.
Grab him. Yep, we found him. Grab him.
I'll just try to
So-
fly past the guy towards the exit that he's trying to go to.
All right. Hold on. Oh.
Oh,
All right.
Crit's a
So the
crit.
club has. So even with the -2 to club,
the crit is a crit.
A crit is
Okay.
a crit.
I just slide in, and just whack him on his kneecaps to just make him flip to the air to the ground.
You just kind of make him go like.
What the fuck?
What the
Thank you, Frog.
Frog? What the
Question
hell
mark?
was that?
I mean, hey, if you look. Anywho, I just.
But yeah, just like he spirals like and then crashes into the wall, then just like ah
You guys fly over
Why would you do that?
because you tried to run
You
away.
ran.
Like he's in a lot of pain because of how hard you hit him.
So, a quick question for you: were you the one that stole the jewelry?
I'm capping his kneecaps.
Wait for him to answer.
It's called the threat of violence. As I start to lift up my wrench.
Like,
Talk!
wait. Okay, I did, all right?
Why?
Why? Well,
Were you paid? Did you just do it out of, I don't know, habit?
I'm not gonna tell
I
you
will
that.
let her hit you again.
Like, wait, no! Okay, I'll talk! Okay!
One more refusal and the balls go bye-bye!
Like,
I spread his legs out and hold him out.
You would need to roll a body for that, dog.
Well,
You
I'll
would need
do
to
that
roll a
shit.
body for that if you're gonna try doing that. But he's already like, wait, okay, hold on. Yes, someone paid me. Someone paid me to rob
They
him.
offered me the one thing I couldn't refuse.
Who did it?
Money.
I am not at liberty to say that.
Hit him.
There goes your balls!
You're like so intent on doing that, huh?
I'm sorry. Did
They're
I just
small,
say if he?
yeah.
Like he's like, all right, fine. Like it was this weird butler dude.
What do you look like?
There's
Really?
only one
I don't
fucking
know,
butler.
man.
You almost made me break character saying there's only one goddamn butler.
Yeah. I literally even I turned back towards Ronnie and be like, really?
Maybe she's just looking for an excuse to crush balls today.
Just put the club down as he's like going over it and actually like putting them. He's trying to pick the man up, but try to put him in like that little armbar rest. It's like we are taking him back. We have exactly what we need.
Yes.
I just tell this guy as they get him. You're lucky they were here.
Before we get back and let you, get arrested, Did you see the butler do anything?
But no, I was just told to get. Like, I was just told to get in and steal things. That's it.
So
I
you,
think
yeah, okay, that checks out.
I think I have an
He's a
I think I have an
distraction.
idea. Yep, cover up for the real act. Collect the bag, and let's go end this.
Yeah, he looks towards the other guy that like was shaken by running. We're taking that bag back. It's stolen goods. Surely you don't mind, right?
This the scrunkly man, the scrawny man is just like, please, please, do. I didn't even know that this was happening. Wait, what happened to my golem?
You,
Ruby, what
we will
happened to you? Are you what?
She
we will
got
explain.
yeah, she got mistaken for a intruder. I'm sure
She
they'll
might
pay for
be.
the damages.
She's
We will
probably complicit in murder, so you should probably get her a lawyer.
She's not. No, she's not
just
complicit in murder.
yeah.
Like,
Let's just
wait, are those my bandages? Can I like?
Deal with
He takes back the bag that has his bandages. As he like opens it and then puts it on, and as he like puts it on, it glows for a moment, and then the golem's eyes glow, and it seems to just properly kneel to him, and he's like, "Oh, I missed you, Ruby. I missed you so much." As he gives her a hug.
Oh. You are
Yeah,
still
you.
going to be arrested, however.
What did I do?
Well,
Look,
You're
aiding in a
yeah,
crime.
you're gonna have to be questioned at least.
I told you to get a lawyer.
Yes, I would also recommend that. Considering if you truly didn't know what that man's intentions were, you're you're gonna want one.
And if you skip town, I know people.
They're not gonna skip town,
Mhm.
right? Anyway, let's get back. And hey, my hunch was right. It was the butler.
All right, let me
I am
grab.
happy at least it is not Miss Adders.
Does anybody have a ghost box?
I can make
I
one.
can. If you want to, I suppose.
I don't know. How do you. I'm sure I can whip something up, but we gotta get them by surprise. So we gotta
Or
act like we. We gotta act like we didn't know we found out.
or we can have Beppa help us, considering she's a medium.
Who?
The
The last maid that is able to talk to Ghost.
I will say, uh, you have said Beppa's name about 3 times now.
Okay.
That shit is not like Beetlejuice. Just
Yeah, it is, Koopa. It's expected of Neko.
As
okay.
the as it's like the second you say Beppa's name again, you hear footsteps from the shadows, and you turn and you see Beppa.
what what the
Oh,
hell?
so that is how. So that is how that works.
That's
We will
why
be.
the butler that's why the butler was telling you like
I get what he was doing, cheeky fucker.
You know
We
what?
will. Good.
No, go ahead.
Hi,
Good.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that's how that worked.
No,
she
that is.
just nods
But
solemnly.
yes, we know. Are you willing to assist us?
She looks a little sad, but nods.
We know what has occurred. We will need your help.
Eros has got to give her a hug.
She is not sure how to feel about it, but she will attempt to accept it.
Can you hug a ghost?
She's not a ghost. Or is she?
Well, I never
Who knows?
said she wasn't or was not.
True.
She doesn't.
She's
She
known
is
as
corporeal.
she's known as a spectral. She's known as a spectral maid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could imply either she's a mage who is spectral.
Yeah, so probably
Well,
like odd
Neko,
tabling at best.
I mean, you can answer. Is she corporeal?
She's corporeal.
Okay,
She.
so that answers that
Oh
part.
no.
Yeah, I know this is gonna be hard, but it's what's right. Just know that.
That said, it's like everyone reconvenes back at the manor.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to
Francesca,
wrap
get your
this up.
gun.
It's time to wrap this up.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has or where the body is. The wife, all of the maids, and the one butler. There and the entire galactic the galactic
Galactic
Detective
Detective Agency.
I'm
Name pending.
yes, we'll go with it. Name
You
pending.
think-
Name pending.
Dommy Mommy Detective Agency.
Huh?
Keep going. I'm having what's her name? My own character. I just what's his name? I'm having Ronnie
Mm-hmm.
come in at just the right moment.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So how are we gonna address this, boss? Bluntly, try to be like, I have good news and bad news.
I'd say let's address this one thing at a time. Starting with our opening statements here. We gotta state what we know, especially to all the people that we've gathered.
Okay. Who would like to give the opening statement?
I'll do it.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm not good with
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, no shit. But he steps forward and it's like, as
I
all
tried
of you
it.
are aware,
Anyway,
as all of you are, as all of you are aware of the murder that took place and such, each of you in this room, except for those that have just arrived and such, have been implicated to being a suspect of this. However, we have since been gathering information and, along with newfound suspicions and revelations, as well as discoveries, we have now been able to narrow down to two possible suspects. Miss Francesca, Mr. Ostifer, will you two please step forward?
They both step forward.
By all accounts of alibis and recent news, you two are the only ones that have seemingly given an alibi of being in the kitchen. However, at least one of you's alibi has proven some truth compared to the other. As he moves over to Francesca, you had said you had shot an intruder that you had spotted. That would explain the broken window as well as the golem here, with their hole with their hole in their chest as shown.
Mhm.
And then he looks over to Ostifer. However, your accounts don't add up. If you were in the kitchen, Miss Francesca would have seen you, and she would not have left that out of any part of her alibi. Also, the eyewitness accounts of the thief has stated that you were in fact the one that had paid him to do the crime. And we we have very much good reason to believe that it was to cover up for the real reason, that being the murder. And as he does this, he walks over to Serios, is like, and kind of like is motioning for like the bag with the knife.
Eros, but yeah. He'll give you the bag.
I'm sorry, sorry, I keep fucking the name up. He takes he takes the knife out and says, "This knife has fingerprints on it, and I am very liable to believe that if I were to examine these further along with your hands, they will match. There
And
is
he,
two ways that this conversation can go. You can willingly admit to the crime, or you can still deny that you have any involvement in it, despite the witness claim, despite the cross reference of the alibi, and despite the evidence proven. If you do
hmm.
refuse, there is one more thing we can also pull.
While your while your evidence does seem sound, and, and I'm willing to show my fingerprints, I assure you that it was not me.
He will go over and he will try to examine the fingerprints and see if they line up with his fingers.
Okay? Roll me a mind with luck.
I gotta keep an eye on if somebody tries to flee.
That would be a 12.
Nice. Your scans show you that it's not his fingerprints.
There is confusion on his face, which is
But this
odd,
was the
but it's
clean knife,
like
not the murder knife, right?
This was the dagger, but there were still fingerprints on it.
Yeah.
yeah.
There is still fingerprints on the big knife.
Scan that one. He says as he points. He gives him the big knife.
He will check that one as well.
All right, we'll use the same roll as last time, and you also find that that one doesn't have his fingerprints.
Submit your hands,
It's
please. He says to everyone else.
Everyone else submits their hands. And there is one person that you find that matches the fingerprints. Beppa.
it's beginning to click, and even he looks so like kind of like sorry, but it's just like a
Man.
Eros.
miss.
He goes through his head of everything. He's just like, oh.
Beppa looks a little concerned.
Miss Beppa.
You wanted to be with
I'm
the
going
master,
to.
didn't you?
She takes a step back in hesitation. She looks very afraid and is rapidly shaking her head no.
Miss Beppa, though a lot of the evidence does point towards Miss Ostafer, I cannot deny what is in front of me. The fingerprints on the blade match to yours.
All right. Now I'm gonna barge in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And she
Eros was
just
about to ask a question and then looks over.
all right. I'm back.
Hi.
You solved the case yet?
Almost.
No,
No,
we haven't.
almost. Beppa, you're a medium, right?
Beppa nods nervously.
Now, I'm going to ask you a very serious set of questions. First off, would you ever willingly stab your master?
She rapidly shakes her head no.
Have you ever been possessed?
She nods. She kind of shudders at the feeling, or at the memory of it, but she nods. And then she kind of, she's not really good at speaking, so she, like, kind of wags her finger over to whisper into your ear to basically tell you that um,
I'll move in.
she, like, doesn't remember the possessions unless someone tells her.
Well, we have a ghost and we have somebody with motive. Oh, Sever? Are you. Let's see here. Did you. Let's see. How could we tell if someone was possessed? Or, well, whom possessed them?
How could you tell if someone was possessed?
Like, how can you tell if they were actually possessed as well as, like, possibly what ghost possessed them?
Uh, Usually, a ghost, when they exit out of possession, can tend to leave something, or can tend to leave something behind.
Like, physically or mentally?
A bit of both. Mostly depends on the ghost, but usually it's something physical left behind, like a change in how they look afterwards. It doesn't happen with every ghost, but most ghosts tend to leave behind something after they possess something.
Beppa, after things are said and done, well, do you remember anything?
She shakes her head back and forth, no.
Hmm. He looks towards Osteros and then looks towards her, trying to see if he can make a connection.
Roll me a mind.
Go,
See if you
mind,
can figure.
go!
Let's see if you can figure this out.
Crit!
Oh my god!
By the power of the cosmos!
Your mind starts rapidly going all over the place.
Can you play that Phoenix Wright music?
And
Oh,
then
I thought you were about to say, objection!
dramatically you point over to Ostova. It, whoops. Dramatically you point over to Ostova, and and everything begins to start clicking in your Spatian brain, and knowledge flowing through you like a galaxy being born. As everything kind of starts making a lot more sense now. Oh, and you're able to piece together this. The reason as to why Beppa's fingerprints were on the weapons was because she was the one that was fighting her master. She was fighting her master because she was possessed. While she was being possessed and fighting against her master, she, like, the one who was paid to steal, you know, got in, stole things, and then jumped out the window. Oh, using the bandages that he stole from the other fellow from the warehouse, he had brought along a golem with him for protection, only for the golem, Ruby, to get shot. The fight between Beppa and the Master concluded with Beppa stabbing the Master, and then probably the possession had ended. the master kind of limped over, fell onto the ground, dead. And then the lady of the house and Scree walked in.
Yeah, he's basically just going through this, saying it in like a monologue, and he goes, "But there's one last thing I want to know, Stover. Why? Why would you want to kill your master?"
Like his face starts kind of contorting a little bit to a more sort of angry look as his glasses break, and he just goes like, "It's because that damned fool thinks he knows what he's doing. Look at him trying to boss us around. This house used to belong to my family, you know. It was the rightful ownership of my family for generations. And what does he do? He denies our family of having a home, regarding us as lowly peasants."
Ah, the classic aristocratic tale.
Well,
Well,
I gotta
unfortunately
say
for
this.
you don't have the deed on this place anymore. And, well, he looks over to Ronnie. Do what you want, as long as he gets in the box.
All right. Well, I got something for you. Penny for your thoughts.
Mine?
As
What?
I point a device at him.
All right, I need you to roll me a will.
Oh, this is a device. It's an invention.
Yeah,
Don't give me will.
too bad, Will.
This is some old bullshit.
Bustin' makes me feel
I'll
good.
I'll give you luck because you did make it.
I'm an engineer.
You're an engineer.
I was about to say, do
But
you
you
want
are
us to
also
help
trying to
you?
trap a ghost. Ooh.
So 9.
Congratulations. Like you hold it out and like the device begins to activate and it begins to try and pull him in and he starts struggling like what you say? Hey, no! Stop that! You're not going to contain me in such a way!
That's it.
And
Get
the
the
device
job.
just
All right.
as the device just goes and it's
And
gonna say
then
ghost has been captured.
out of a little slot a coin comes out. Hey, it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I don't trust devils, but they really came through with this invention.
Squints.
Didn't you make that? Or
I I don't know anything about ghosts, so I had to ask a friend of mine. What do you call them? Them infernal engineers said this really traps spirits in.
mm,
Your connections worry me more than the knife in my hand.
your connections also worry me, but
Well, anywho,
and yeah, no. The after that has been all said and done, the the wife kind of she falls to her knees, still uh distraught that like not only did was her husband killed, but her husband was killed using one of her own maids to kill by her butler using one of her own maids to kill her husband, and it's still so devastating to her. Peppa walks up and focuses for a moment.
You know, I'm beginning to think Beppa wasn't possessed.
No, she was. I got a crit on it.
Yeah, but
The
my
fucking
gut.
like Saw scene reveal of dun 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 dun, everything going through my fucking mind.
Yeah, but I got a gut feeling.
Nah.
We're not following that, no.
Or maybe Ronnie's just hungry. I don't know.
Maybe.
Ronnie's probably just hungry.
But
We'll get you another big bird leg.
let me just grab the music.
Give me a banana. Give me a banana. Give me a banana.
Give me your liver.
I don't know what the hell you just said, but that sounded racist.
I said, give me your liver.
Yeah, it's pretty racist, not gonna lie.
God damn it.
What,
Got all, not
to
everything.
ask for a liver? You see Beppa just start letting out a little melody. As a little candle flames start kind of surrounding her for a moment. Before she kind of sings a song that that causes the flames to slowly combine to each other, form the spirit of her master, of the lady of the house's husband. The husband floats down to her as she continues to cry and just proceeds to give her a hug. And two kind of are there for a moment, hugging before the spirit slowly begins to fade away. And as it does, Beppa herself gets what appears to be tired and falls unconscious.
Damn.
Yeah.
Pretty wild, bro.
Tony will kind of quick come up to like scoop her up and sit her down into a chair.
There.
With just like a little bit of sorry to have a soup.
And some time passes as you guys are beginning to leave the manor. As sad as the death was, the
I don't feel
the
so good
lady
after
of the
that, boss.
house, despite how sad that was, the lady of the house knows that at the very least she still has someone whom she can use to communicate with her husband. So he's
Hey.
not permanent.
Hey, you could have this. I give him the coin of the screaming, tormented butler. Friend said that might happen from time to time. Just ignore that.
Scree, can you hold on to this? As Scree kind of happily takes it and hops up and down. As she says, I do have to thank you all. I don't know what would have happened if he had decided to continue his rampage. For all
Nothing
I know,
good.
it could have been me.
Sorry.
That's
You know, I just whispered to the lady, you know, if you shake it, it's supposed to make him scream more.
I'm sure Scree will have something to do with that, as Scree is busy hopping around with joy, holding the coin. kind of skipping.
Meanwhile, in the corner, he's like, "Oh God, it's twisting my balls!"
Well,
Ah! Ah!
according to the description of a soul coin, not a good time being in one.
Can imagine. That said, Miss Galactic, you and your patriots helped me out so much. Here, as a token of um, Eris, Eri, if you could. And Eri kind of walks up with new, like brand spanking new outfits for you guys.
for us?
Yes, for you. As when you like these outfits basically give you guys like these outfits will give you luck pretty much these outfits will give you luck on rolls involving your mind, and it gives you +8 to your armor.
Holy shit!
I'm not big on clothes.
You get a smack upside the head from like from Galactica, and just accept the gift.
I'm surprised no one called off with the response. Does she go around naked?
Well, obviously not.
Well, Neko, what do you think
No.
I would say to that?
I think that you probably would have been forced to put on clothes. Not gonna lie.
I know. Yeah, she
So
has clothes. She wears
yeah,
like, for someone who's kind of like a ghost, you really hit hard.
I wouldn't say
She's
I'm
just,
a ghost.
You're a space ghost, right?
yeah, the boss is no, us Spatians,
Mm.
we're not ghosts at all.
Wait, you're you're a
Yes, I am.
Spacian?
Yes, the boss has been teaching me a lot.
Huh.
Hmm.
I always thought you were some kind of goo monster.
No.
No. Oh, I almost forgot. Says the lady of the house as Francesca walks over and hands you all, reveals to you a case. There is exactly 50K in there, basically to split amongst the party, so 10K each.
Is this enough to pay off for my that I'm hold it thing that I owe a lot of money for?
You would have like 3K left over from it, but yeah, it's enough.
Sweet. No, 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 no. Hold on, I gotta say that right. Freaking sweet.
Ah, freaking sweet.
I
uh,
can finally get. I can finally pay off that blown up shop.
yeah.
Hmm.
Um, well, not to be a little macabre or dour, but if you would like, we could attend your gala still.
Hmm. She, uh,
If you're still having it.
I
she nods. She is still planning on having it, though.
man,
She probably will move the date to something a little bit later, just
yeah,
so
people.
that they could clean up the manor
Yeah.
properly and
Maybe have a funeral.
Yeah.
well,
I
yeah,
didn't think.
and all that jazz. Yeah, pretty the funeral, cleaning up the manor. That's where they're gonna have the gala
Just,
a little later.
Yeah.
just saying. She's recovering fast. She's ready to have the gala after her spouse's death.
Well, I mean, she has a medium with her, so
It's more of
she's
a in remembrance instead of a fanciful like gala now. It's more of a remembrance gala.
yeah.
Do I have to wear? Do I have to wear shoes?
Yes.
Yes, you have to wear shoes.
And she's already walking out.
Well, she won't be showing up, but I'm sure the rest of us will.
Yes. Uh, During this whole time when he was given the clothes, like his eyes had done like little zoom in thing, like he was actually like really enamored. And then his fingers start doing this. It's like, yes, I would like to come back. And it's
The
like each
animation
time,
thing.
it's hard for him to kind of like. First off, he's trying his best to hide it, but he can't because y'all can like hear his eyes literally keep flicking between like the clothes and Eris. Like his interest is like showing.
Yeah,
Is he
and
looking
she.
respectfully?
Yes, he was taught better than that.
Yeah,
Yeah. I was
just
about to
like
say Eros is
I.
just putting on what he can for right now without, having to, be indecent.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, pretty much. You know, she tells you when the gala is planned to happen next. The gala is planned to happen after the funeral and all that stuff. The gala might be like if like the funeral into the gala is like kind of same day sort of deal. But the but she explains that she hopes that you guys are safe on your merry way and whatnot. As you do walk out and see Scree kind of like fly out, holding out flyers, kind of spreading them out through the air so that people can pick them up, which also talks about the moving of the gala.
Damn,
And
they turn fast.
busy bat.
It's more of we helped the major blow, and therefore now they can recover and
Yeah, yeah.
make good memories and remember good times.
That is
Sure.
that's
Although,
sad.
yeah.
Hmm?
Although, yes, boss. Before you, uh, remember to ask, Francesca did have a permit and everything for that firearm.
Oh, thank goodness. I would have been worried if she didn't.
Oh no, she
Right.
immediately showed me it upon like me questioning.
Hmm.
I have like several loan sharks I gotta pay.
Well,
This is
you
why you
go
need to
take
stop
care of.
gambling.
I don't gamble. My shop blew up.
Well, go pay them off.
Yeah, but I did beat up Hook Hand Cortez's guys. You think?
I am
See,
pretty sure the interest rate will shoot up for that.
unfortunately, I'm not helping out. Though, if you need more money, you know where to contact.
Uh,
And
So,
she kind of,
boss,
maybe I.
back to
hmm,
more
Maybe I.
Spacian ability training.
yes. And she kind of stares up at the night sky, watching a few shooting stars go by and the rare sighting of a familiar blue dog-tailed comet. I, I just wonder what that bug and her to at this. And that's where we're gonna end this one shot.
Yeah,
I'm
he just
sorry.
he just shrugs and is like, I don't know, maybe next time you'll take me.
Damn. I was about to say, is that what I think it is?
Yeah.
The thing that causes me to go wacky.
Well, it doesn't cause you to go wacky.
I choose to be wacky.
You're always
Mm.
wacky.
You're always
But the point being is we did it, and once again, more debt
congrats.
is added. More debt is added to Ronnie's ledger.
Also,
That's
hey,
her
I
own
found I
fault.
found a thing that you
It
were
really is.
describing, Neko.
Hmm.
I
What
don't know.
did you find? Yeah, it's
I've
kind of like
literally,
that. Yeah.
It's from I think a famous anime called You're Here or something like that.
Hmm.
oh
I've
yeah,
seen
The
the
that
anime
literal.
that
reminds.
it's from. It's a tearjerker for sure.
Good
That
old
remi-
comic dogmatica.
That reminds me. You want to know something wacky?
What?
What?
Do you know Ume Musume Derby?
No.
Yeah. Well, I know what it is. I haven't seen it yet, but I know what it is.
The thing that people have been comparing
horse race test you, yes.
So, the Kentucky Derby is getting sponsored by the mobile game.
The fuck?
That's so funny.
That's amazing. I
Anybody,
just found that out today.
by the way, anybody got any raid recommendations?
I think, hold on. I think one of my friends might be streaming. Let's see.
Speak now, if I ever hold your pieces.
Yep, hold on.
Your pieces, your Reese's pieces.
Yep. Let me shoot it over.
God damn you, Frog! No, we're not raiding Shadow Legends.
There you go. Dropped it in your DMs.
Is that a goblin?
Yes, it is a goblin. He is a very handsome and fun boy.
Goblin?
Goblin?
You
We're
gotta
gonna go raid Talon Cry, everybody. I hope that's how you say the name. If not, I apologize.
Yep. No, that's how you say it.
Alrighty. Thank you all who came to watch this other Dog Detectives in Space one-shot. You are all amazing. And remember to stay awesome and be awesome. And until next time we meet, bye-bye!